Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a office slash book room tour, so you can kind of get a little glimpse right here just with me turning around, but I'm going to show you exactly what I have going on in here. We have the closet. I've got books to unhaul here. Then I've got some nonfiction books over there, Bible type stuff. And then I've got some classics that have multiple stories within them. Then I have books that I've written right here, and then books on writing here. Dictionaries, thesauruses, any little resource type things that I'll use while writing. Then I've got stuff on social media and marketing type books from college. Then my desk area, I use this. I put little stars for each time I work on my book. Little candles, clips, because sometimes my hair gets in the way. Then I've got sticky notes for things that I need to do. My laptop, this has sticky notes in there. It's got like pens, random kind of in that one, taser. I mean, gotta have your weapons. Then I've got my Kindle, some bookmarks, some signed little book plates, more stickeries that I used for that. Then I don't think anything's in this bottom drawer. Highlighters. And then glitter pens and all that kind of stuff. Then I've got some candles, more candles, my stuff that I would use like daily. I've got my like STEM toys, and then little notebooks and a planner. And then that has like my book idea that I recently had, so I wrote like 13 pages on there. Gloves for when my hands get too cold, especially when I'm reading. Sometimes the blanket will cover everything but my arms. Then the pens that I'm actively using. A camera, which I need to find the batteries for so that I can charge it. My Bujo. Some plants. I am definitely a plant killer. I'm trying not to be, but it's like impossible. Even with succulents, I overwater them or I don't give them enough light. Then I have my trolley. So this one has books that I am like actively currently reading this week. I haven't actually started this one yet, but I will. Then I have books that I've already finished and need to return to the library. And then these are other books that I've started this year but have not finished. I'm not actively reading them though. Then I've got 3 calendars so I can write down quarterly events. I just moved here. This is my first house with my husband. So I have everything set up, but I haven't like did a plan or anything. Then we come to the bookshelves, which I'll kind of take it slow so you can see everything. I did them in alphabetical order by author's last name, and there was not enough shelf space. I've got 2 little birds there, and they're blue, so I think that's supposed to be like good luck or something. The books that are turned around where you don't see the spine, those are books that I have read. So you can literally see here what I have but have not read yet. And it's quite a bit. And then there's shelves like this where it's like a crap ton has already been read. Those are usually if it's like a big series. Like those were my Cassandra Clare books. That was all read. I finished all of her books this year because my friend had all of her books on Audible. So I just listened that way. And it was easy to get through it. As you can tell, I'm not really a genre-specific type reader. I have a bit everything from adult thrillers to YA, sci-fi, or contemporary. Like, it just doesn't matter. This, I haven't brought out everything, but I am definitely a notebook collector. So this will be full of mostly empty notebooks once I go through all the boxes. Then we come up here. I've got my crown. I was crowned. This was given to me because I was doing TikTok. And if you've been on TikTok in the book talk section, you definitely know crowns are all the rage. And I was gifted one. I was so happy when I got it because I wasn't going to buy one for myself. I wanted to like earn it from a viewer. So they sent me one. I was so happy. Then we've got more books and more books. There's a lot where it's like authors I really want to get back into. Then we've got audiobooks right here. I did the same thing where I turned them around. Then I have a calendar that has like all the weird holidays that aren't like official holidays. So yeah, there was one for like dogs fart day or something. It was so weird, but I just think it's funny. More books. I'm missing the first book in that series. I was 100 pages in. I packed it in a box and I don't know which box it's in. So it might be a while before I get to continue that one. I have read some of these. I've got all the way to like 200 pages into Air of Fire, but I don't want to open the box set until I'm ready to like read all of the books starting from the beginning again, which I think I'm going to enjoy Throne of Glass better than Sarah J. Maas's other books. They just haven't really been a hit with me. I did like the second book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, but I have not liked her new Crescent City series. I didn't really care for that at all. I did read both of them and I just felt blah about it. So, unpopular opinion. This is a rainbow ukulele, which I do not know how to play, sadly. Then I've got my little board, which I tend to put word counts for stories that I've worked on. And then I put the title. So I need to wipe it off. But yeah, my husband had changed hearts to farts. So that's why it looks like it says Haunted Arts now. So yeah, it definitely needs to be cleaned off. Then I've got this thing, which is not decked out. I haven't filled it all yet. I've got some Happy Planner pages that I took out because I can never keep up with the planner. I don't know if any of y'all are like neurodiverse, but planners and stuff like that seem to work for some people and not work for others. And I always want to do it because having structure like that would be great for me. But remembering to actually open it up and follow the plan every day just never seems to happen. So I keep buying them and not ever making use out of them. So I should probably just stop. However, I am able to be consistent with bullet journaling, which tells me that it does have something to do with me needing a loose structure, because writer Carol is the one that came up with the bullet journal system, and he is also neurodiverse because he has ADHD. So he had used lots of different planner systems before he came up with his own, and that really works for me. It's so flexible because I can change how I'm doing stuff every week. So yeah. This is my little office space, and you just got to see all of the books. There's got to be a few more books that are in a box somewhere in the garage missing because my husband's collection only had like 6 books in a different room that were his, and I know he has more than that, so I know that there's a box missing. My baby is out here, my little dog, wherever he went. I will bring out to say hi since we're giving a bit of a tour. He is an indoor pooch, but he loves to spend most of the day outside. But I check on him like every hour and a half, 2 hours, just to make sure he's not too hot. I don't have to worry about him getting out in the road because he's got the shock thingy on. He knows that if he sees the flags, he can't go past it, and it beeps to warn him. So the whole time, it's been like a whole month now, I think he's shocked himself like 3 times. So it's very rare that it'll actually have to be used. And then he's got a water bowl that we change out like every day so that it doesn't get a bunch of pollen under there. But yeah, I can just sit here and I can be like, hey Bear. So this is Bear. I got him from the Humane Society. I had adopted this baby. He had been in there for 2 days. He was being trained to be a seeing eye dog for an 8-year-old girl with blindness, but he is a bit excitable. He can be a little jumpy when he gets excited, and it scared her too much. So they took him to the Humane Society, and I noticed he was able to do some tricks, and I wanted a dog that I could train because I needed an emotional support animal, which was also the only way I could have an animal at my old place, and I legitimately did qualify. So it took about a year, since the VA doesn't recognize emotional support animals. They only do service dogs, and those take a minimum of like 2 years to get the dogs trained. They breed them a certain way, they train them, and then you have to drive like 4 hours away to the facility where you get the dog, and then you have to train with it. It's just a big process, and it's also very expensive, and I really just needed an ESA more so than a service dog. So this is my baby. He helps with my anxiety. Yes, you do. He also helps break up routine, because I do have the tendency to hyper focus on things, and I'll forget to eat or even use the restroom. So if he starts coming and nudging me because he has to use the restroom or he's hungry, then it forces me to take a break. So if you ever thought about getting an ESA and you qualify for one, meaning that you have a physical or like mental type disability or mental health issues, then I definitely recommend getting yourself a little pooch. Yeah, baby. We are going to wind up, now that we are in our own home and have more space, getting a second dog. My husband will wind up picking up that one. He kind of stole a bit of Bear's affection. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So we're going to get another one so that Bear has a friend, because I think he gets a little bored. There's animals here, but they all are like in their own little yards. They don't really come over here unless they're trying to antagonize. So that's that. But anyway, I know that was a bit more than a book tour, but I figured y'all would want to meet Bear and get to know me a little bit better. So yeah, I'm excited to have you here on the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more about dogs and books, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching. Are you saying bye? Are you saying bye-bye? You want to show him a trick? Give me paw. What are you doing? Sit. Good boy. You want to give me paw? Oh, you're so sweet, baby. You're so sweet, baby. Okay. Now we're really going to go. Bye.